There you go. Another one. And one more special egg. Where is it? Hi. Where are you going?
To the store.
Oh, you're gonna have fun. Food.
Stuff.
Chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice cream for you.
Yes. Say goodbye. There's snow up on that mountain. And it's almost May. Tomorrow's May. Hi everyone. Welcome to the Autumn Acorn Knits. This is episode 28. This is a podcast about knitting and crocheting and yarn dyeing and all kinds of other things. Coming to you from New Hampshire, where I live with my husband Joe and our black cat Meryl. Here she is. She's actually joining us today, which is unusual. And this is where I hand dye yarns to sell on my website, theautumnacorn.com. So thank you for coming back. If you are a returning viewer, and if it's your first time, welcome. Thank you for choosing my podcast. I know there's a lot of them out there that you could choose from. So I hope you find something that you enjoy about it. It is May 2nd, 2019, and I'm in the main house today because it's still, believe it or not, still pretty cold. It's pouring outside. It's been raining a lot most of April, and it's expected to continue to rain like for the next week or so. So temperatures haven't been great. We're lucky if we can hit 50, and it just feels a lot colder than that even. So still haven't had a chance to do a lot of yard stuff, but I can't wait. And I've still been doing all my dyeing in the house because the dye barn, while it does have heat, it just seems like a waste to heat that up as well as the main house. So I will be out there before you know it. So I want to try to make this episode short and sweet if I can. You can find me on Instagram as the Autumn Acorn, and like I said, if you're looking to buy any of my hand-dyed yarns, knitting kits, sock blockers, I now sell essential oils on my website, anything like that, you can go to theautumnacorn.com, and it's all there. Alright, so I have some works in progress. So we'll start with the shawl that I showed you. I think I had started it last time, my podcast. This was a design recommended by Shauna of the Adelaide Cottage podcast. She is making it in her own hand-dyed yarns, and when I saw it, I just knew I had to make it as well. So here, and I am using, oh, Meryl wants to help. I am using the Autumn Acorn Knits, the Autumn Acorn yarns in two colorways that I have dyed up quite a while ago. And this is called the Painted Window Shawl. Meryl is like, wants to grab it so bad, and she's got one arm outstretched. And you can see these little windows, patchwork squares, and it just continues on. It's the shape of a boomerang, and there was the last one. And then I have started the rest of the shawl in this main color, which is Joseph. This is my yarn color in pinks and purples and greens, and this is the lace section. I hope you could see that I just started. I did mine a little bit different than the pattern suggested. They suggested carrying the main color up throughout the first several rows, and I just decided I didn't think I'd have enough to do that, so I left that part out. But overall, I am really enjoying this project. It's fun. Most of it doesn't take a lot of thought and brain space, which is nice. And it is, I will show you, it is a pay-for pattern by Casapinka, and I will put all the links to this, to everything I talk about in the show notes. But I will show you. Oh, aren't you helpful? Meryl, you are so inquisitive right now. Okay, there's a picture of it finished. And again, that's by Casapinka. So, I am really enjoying that. So, but I'm also anxious to get it finished. It doesn't look like I have a lot left to go, but at least I'd say 15 rows or so before I do the bind off. And I think the bind off is a picot bind off, so that'll add a nice pretty touch. So I'm really enjoying that, and I highly recommend that pattern. I haven't gotten anywhere on my Birds and Ships cowl by Caitlin Hunter. I've shown you this before, but I just haven't, for some reason, had the motivation to work on it. But there's what I have so far. So I think it's a really pretty pattern. There's nothing at all wrong with it. It's just, for whatever reason, I'm not interested. But I'm holding it in my Chestnut Fibers bag by Chris, and I just love it. It's absolutely one of my favorites. Also, I recently have been working on my own little, just threw this thing together. It's a little project bag. I'm using, Meryl, keep your paws back. I am using Lion Brand Fisherman's Wool, and this is what it looks like. I put a little loop because I really wanted to hold this awesome Progress Keeper from Angela at Felici Fibers podcast. I absolutely love it. Thank you again, Angela, for that. So I thought about lining it, but I have told you this before. I'm not much of a sewer or sewist. So I just sort of sewed this together and then thought I would just put it inside, and lo and behold, it's a bit too small. So my daughter Kelly has just started sewing the most gorgeous project bags and other types of bags too, like just for everyday use. So she's the sewer in the family, and so I'm going to ask her if she wouldn't mind making a lining for this, but I haven't sewn up one side of it yet, but you could see it's a pretty good size, and I just think it's going to be a cute little bag for my knitting, so stay tuned. Sometimes I just need something really mindless and simple to work on. Here's the ball band for the yarn. It's a commercial yarn. I've used it for quite a few things. I made a really big poof out of this yarn. It's a great price. Oh, and it was in oatmeal. It comes in a really good price, and it's easy to get, and I really like it. It felts up beautifully as well. So, and then the last thing I'm working on is it's kind of sad because I would have had a finished object. Well, I did have a finished object, and I gifted it to my granddaughter Charlie for Easter, and she wore it, and she looked beautiful in it. I got a lot of great pictures, so I'll definitely put one here for you. But unfortunately, I had told her mom she could throw it in the machine, and just like you would socks, because I made it out of my own hand-dyed sock yarn. And she did, and it was fine. Then she threw it in the dryer, and it shrunk, and it's no longer a dress for Charlie. She was so upset, like really devastated, and I told her, of course, I would be happy to make Charlie a new one. It fit really well. It's going to be a pattern that I release. I don't have a name for it yet, but it's a little tunic or a little dress with just some wide straps here, and it has plenty of positive ease, and it's flowy and light and airy and lovely, and you just make it with sock yarn minis. So it took 5.25 to make the dress in the 24-month size that I made my granddaughter. But I'm going to be offering this pattern in multiple sizes. I believe it'll go up to, I don't know if it's XXXXL, but very, very high sizes. And for the adult size, though, it will be a tunic or more of a flowy kind of top. Then it won't be a dress unless you want it to be, and then you could continue knitting it, longer. It's really very adjustable. So stay tuned. I have that pattern with the tech editor. Now I also have that Highland wool, that worsted weight cardigan in the gold color that I showed you a while back. That was too big for me. That is in with the tech editor, as well as the Charlie poncho, which you haven't seen in a long time, but I've just kind of brought it back to life. So we're going to see what can be done with that. So stay tuned for those 3 patterns all coming out. So anyway, I started the Charlie dress all over again, and it was really fun. I picked out some newly dyed minis that I had just finished winding up actually a couple days ago. And I think picking out minis for this project, or for any mini project, is the best part. So starting the dress pattern starts out with a star stitch at the bottom, which is a really pretty fancy kind of stitch. Try to show it to you. I'm a little far away from the camera today, and the light is just not good. That might be a little bit better, I'm not sure. There you go, you could see the bottom and this pretty stitch, and then I'll be knitting along in stockinette stitch until I get to the bodice. But the colors I chose, well, you already saw this pink. Oh, the light is terrible. Blame the rain. There's this one, and this is called Raspberry Sorbet. And then we have 2 This is called Calla Lily. Okay. And it will have this one called Inchworm. Nice bright green. And this one called Baby Kisses. So that's all of them. Yeah. So it's really going to be hard to show you, but these plus the light pink, which is called Ballerina Girl. So yeah, it should be really pretty when it's finished. Here is a picture of the dress before I was able to get it on Charlie. It gives you at least an idea of what it looks like. But it looked so cute on her, and she loved it. When she first put it on, she like rubbed it, and she liked the way it felt. So that made me so happy. And I am housing this little project in this beautiful bag that Angela of Felici Fibers gave me. So you really should check out her podcast if you haven't yet. She is so much fun. She's a sweetheart. So thank you again, Angela, for this lovely bag. So yeah, no finished objects except for the Charlie dress. And a lot of yarn dyeing, and those are all the works in progress. So real quick, I wanted to mention that the knitting retreat that I had brought up, whether it was last podcast or the one before, there has been a lot of interest, more than I expected. So I am really looking seriously into that plan, and stay tuned. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm thinking about offering a knitting retreat. There is a beautiful Airbnb right up the road from where I live, and it's owned by a friend of mine. I actually clean it for her from time to time to help out, and I would be able to rent that. That, I believe, sleeps 12, and then I've got the little cottage in the back here that could sleep 2 more. So and then there's another B&B also right down the road, with really close, that I believe would sleep 4 more. So we could definitely do this. Please let me know. Put a note in YouTube, put a comment, and let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. I would want it to be in the fall, perhaps around the time of the Squam Art Fair. If any of you are interested in going to that, we could possibly all go as a group. That's always held on a Saturday night. So that's one possibility. But let me know if you're interested. I would invite teachers to come and teach. Most likely I would teach yarn dyeing. So yeah, let me know. Also, I will be doing my very first trunk show, which I'm so excited about and a little bit nervous about, in Connecticut at A Stitch in Time in Bethel. A Stitch in Time has been there a long time. They are a needlework store mainly, but they do have quite a lot of yarn that they offer. And so I should hopefully have my yarns in the shop to sell, as well as preparing for my very first trunk show, which will be on May 25th. That's a Saturday from 11 to 2. So if you do happen to live in Connecticut and you're able to stop by or anywhere close, I would love to meet you. It'd be so much fun. So yeah, I'll just have my yarns there at a discounted price, a trunk show price, and I hope you'll stop in and visit. Acquisitions. I received the most beautiful, generous, thoughtful gift package box in the mail from Shauna, the lovely Shauna of the Adelaide Cottage podcast and the Adelaide Cottage Yarns. And I really can't talk about it because I get extremely emotional about this, but let's just say it was so heartfelt that I cried a lot when I opened up each gift. I'm not going to sit here and show you everything. I just wanted to mainly thank you again, Shauna, for your beautiful heart. And just to show you a couple of the knitting related gifts that she gave me, because she's the sweetest thing in the world. This gorgeous needle cozy was in the box by the wonderful Alex Collins Designs. She hand stamps all of her project bags and cozies, and this one has the perfect little cottage right there. So, love it. And this is Shauna's own needle gauge. So handy. I love to have these in all my bags. These beautiful Progress Keepers. This was by the No Knitter. So cute. I have not had the pleasure of having one of hers before now. And the little Tailoress, oh my. It's right up my alley. So beautiful. And again, I have never been lucky enough to have anything by either of these creators, but I am so happy to now. There was also a gorgeous knitting design book with all the stitches, and these just incredible skeins of yarn by Shauna, and they are a tribute to our moms in the colorway Breeze. So love them so much. I have no words. So fun. So then let's see, I want to make sure. Oh, something super exciting that a friend of mine, Michelle, and I have come up with we are going to be offering Advent calendars, Advent mini skein calendars for Christmas. So we are offering 8 different varieties, and I won't go through all of them now, but basically you can choose from a set of 4 that all have 12 minis and a bunting style calendar. I'm not going to give too much away, but the theme is Elegant Woodland, and it will be very special, something you can use year after year to display little goodies for Advent or what have you. The other 4 options all involve 24 minis and a 24 pocket calendar that she'll be sewing up. So there's going to be lots of goodies, progress keepers, stitch markers, the option of a full-size skein that you can open on Christmas. The colorways will all be unique and different. So if you were to order the 12 skein set and the 24 skein set, you would get all different colors. There'd be no duplicating colors in those sets. And I did that on purpose because some people like to buy more than one. So the listing will be up soon. I will try to get that up by the time this podcast airs. Hello. And they can be purchased on the autumnacorn.com. Right now they are pre-orders, so you will pre-order your kit. There's only a limited number that I'm offering, and you pay up front, and then they will be shipped in late October, early November, and you'll be able to open up each of the minis as each day of the month of December goes on. So much fun. I hope you guys love them as much as we did designing them, because we had so much fun. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, I wanted to offer you all a coupon code for 10% off anything in the shop. So just use the coupon code ACORN10 for 10% off. And as always, free shipping for the US. For anyone living overseas, I do have a special shipping discount rate that I can offer you. So please just let me know, and I'll let you know what that is. So last time I podcast, I had told you about this beautiful bag and skein of yarn that I was giving away, and all you had to do to enter was go to Little Robin Cottage, her Etsy shop, and come back and comment on your favorite item from her shop, as well as the Yarnbrary. Same thing. Yarnbrary didn't have as much in her shop. She has sold out a lot of her things, but thank you for being creative with your answers anyway. And so I do have a winner for that random number generator chose. There were 29 entries. Oh, you need to be nice, sweetie. You need to be nice. Thank you. No. She's usually nice, just not, I guess, when she's podcasting. Okay, so the winner was actually number 1, which never happens. I don't think I've ever had number 1 picked for random number generator, and it was Deborah Watkins. So congratulations, Deborah. You have won this gorgeous skein of yarn and this beautiful project bag and progress keeper. And your favorite item from Little Robin Cottage was the star-filled glass ball progress keeper, and you loved the advent calendar from the Yarnbrary site. So thank you so much for playing along, and congratulations to you, Deborah Watkins. Please let me know your mailing address and I'll get that prize out to you soon. I wanted to just talk a little bit about just a little chatter, and then after that I wanted to tell you shop update, chatter, and then I want to tell you about a new giveaway that you can enter for the next time I podcast. I will pick another winner, and it's a doozy. So we'll start with a shop update. Okay, Meryl's leaving. She is not being very nice. Bye, Meryl. So the first colorway that I wanted to show you is called Calla Lily, and this is on my brand new, I do hope you could see that. This is on my brand new base, DK base, which is a 100% superwash BFL, which is a blue face luster, a wonderful hardy breed, and it's just a beautiful soft yarn. Like I said, DK weight, and I have quite a few of Calla Lily in stock. It does come with 245 yards. I also have that in mini skeins. Quite a few in that same colorway. Of course, it looks a little bit different because this is an 80-20, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and these minis are a generous 80 plus yards. So, there's quite a few of those. I also have them raspberry sorbet, and we have sweet watermelon. There's a large skein of DK and the sweet watermelon as well. I have honeysuckle. I thought this is Baby Kisses, but this is Honeysuckle. I have no favorites. Green and blues. That was the inchworm I showed you before. This is a very interesting color that I call Pebbles, because for some reason it just reminds me of pebbles. It's a very pretty mauvey color, but it has all of these other kind of speckly greens and reds and yellows throughout. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of those in Pebble. I have Baby Blues. They're pretty, kind of a Tiffany blue color. And this one is called Blue Jean Baby. I love this shade of blue. It's definitely deeper than what you're seeing on the screen, but... And then we have Baby Kisses. Here's Baby Kisses. Baby Kisses has some light pink but some purple as well. Yeah, I'm sorry these aren't showing up great. They do show up much better on the website. And then the last mini color I have is the Ballerina Girl in that kind of ballerina pink color. And then I have some sea glass in my DK base. And I have one skein of calla lily in my sock base. I have one skein of Stormy in DK, which is a beautiful dark kind of grayish. It's a purpley moody gray. It's really pretty in person. There's even some speckles. Not sure if you can make out those, but it's really pretty. Then I have some of Daydreamer in this. It's kind of a tonal gradient. Very pale turquoise to a deep, darker turquoise. And is that everything? Oh, well, and then I have, like I said, a lot more of calla lily. Calla lily, this is the first time that I wrote down my formula because I really just like freestyle dyeing. I don't like to be restricted by measuring and all that. But I'm really glad I did write this down because it's one colorway that I want to repeat and plan to repeat time after time. So I was really happy with that color. So all of that is available in the shop. And I also have some brand new Progress Keepers that sets. So each, it has like a little velvet strap with a hoop, and then it has 3 lobster clasp Progress Keepers, or Place Keepers, I've heard them called. There are themes such as Zen, which is my favorite one because it has this little box that you can open, this little metal box that's hinged, and inside is a lava bead, so that I use for obviously essential oils. And there's a summer theme, there's a cat theme, a dog theme, a Harry Potter theme, celestial, I'm forgetting farm, ranch, I'm forgetting some of the themes, but they're really, really beautiful, and I'm collaborating with Harlow Designs, who is someone special to me, and Nina is the mastermind behind these gorgeous Progress Keeper sets, so I hope you'll take a look at those. And I think we are finished. We are up to chatter and then the giveaway, the final giveaway. So we took a trip to Connecticut for Easter, which was really fun. Charlie is just about 19 months old now, and when I'm down there, she stuck to me like glue, like we're inseparable. She just wants nothing to do with anything else, just Nana. It's Nana all day. So I love that, of course. I don't mind at all, but she's just such a hoot, such a sweetheart, and so funny, and just enjoyable. Very enjoyable kid. So we had a great time for Easter. We went to Webb's. Joe and I stopped at Webb's on the way down, and I picked up some really beautiful alpaca blend yarn that I was able to get at a good enough price where I can dye it and sell it to you guys, so you'll get to benefit. So it's 10 skeins, and I want to say it's 50% wool, 30% nylon, and 20% alpaca, and it is soft and luscious, and it's in a fingering weight. So stay tuned for that. That is in the morning now, and I should be dyeing that within the next couple days. So that should be fun. So we went there. Oh, today's Friday, so tomorrow we'll be picking up my new display that I'm going to be using for when I'm vending at Squam, and it is really pretty. It's made by hand, and it's basically these wooden bins that are all kind of stacked side by side and up on top of each other, so I can have like a different color in each bin. So we are going to be picking that up. It's about a 2-hour drive in Jericho, Vermont tomorrow, and then I plan to just set it up like I would if I were actually at the art fair, and just see if I have enough yarn to fill it, how much I need, how it's going to look. Yeah, make it look really pretty. So I'm excited about that, and then I'm going to try to stop at a couple of yarn shops as well on the way there. So I think that was everything. I'll let you know. I told you my daughter is starting to make project bags. I will let you know when they are available for purchase. She's kind of a bit of a perfectionist, so she's just making sure that they're exactly right before she releases one. But oh, she gave me I had a birthday as well, and when we were down there for Easter, she gifted me with her very first project bag that she made. And here it is. It's really, really cute. Can you see that? The back is purple, and she included this cute little Progress Keeper, and the inside is this beautiful color. And then it's got these wonderful, I love how sturdy these ties are that she used for this one. She's making a lot of different styles, though. I know the last one she was working on was the zipper style. And then she gave me this, it smells so good. Oh my goodness, I wish you could smell it. This Goat Boy soap. She knows how much I love handmade soaps, and she tries to get me Goat Boy. If you haven't heard of them, they're based out of New Milford, Connecticut, which is actually the town that I grew up in and lived in for what, 30, 40 years? Dope Boy soap. You gotta smell it. This one's called Red Clover Tea. She also gave me this wonderful lip balm, which is all natural in lemon. It's so nice. Just has coconut oil in it and olive oil and lemon essential oil. It smells so good and it tastes so good. And then this gorgeous skein of yarn by by Juniper Moon Farm. The base is Harriet, and it is a pure, ultra fine baby alpaca in this gorgeous color, rosewood. I am obsessed with this heathery color. She knows how to spoil me. Thank you, Kelly. I love them all. She's always spoiling me. There were more gifts than this, but anyway, so that was that. And now why don't we talk about the new giveaway. So Chris of Chestnut Fibers and I are collaborating on this next giveaway. Oh, I have 2 giveaways to tell you about. My goodness, things are so crazy. So here is the beautiful project bag that Chris has donated. And look at that. Do you see this? Wait a minute. I can get it to face you. That beautiful teardrop zipper pull. Here's her tag. And she is Chestnut Fibers, Fibres, the Canadian way, the French way. Inside the bag, there are goodies for you guys. So there are these stitch markers by Chris of Chestnut Fibers, and then by me, the Autumn Acorn yarn is this gorgeous color called Lupins, which is a purple and a green, and might be washing out a little bit, but I thought it matched the bag so well. Oops. Yeah, there's that. And I'm also including in the giveaway a 5 ml bottle of essential oils, lemongrass by Young Living. Great for diffusing. It smells so fresh and clean. You could also put it in water. Anyway, these 3 items can all be yours. All you have to do is go to chestnutfibers.com. I think she's on Etsy. Yes, chestnutfibers.etsy.com, and I'll make sure you have the link here. And come back to YouTube and tell me your favorite item from her shop. It's going to be really hard because she has a lot of stuff and they're all gorgeous. Then go to the autumnacorn.com and choose your favorite yarn from my shop, please. Or favorite, yeah, let's do yarn. Let's keep it simple. No, let's not. Let's do your favorite item, any item from my shop. That keeps it even simpler. And come back to YouTube and comment on your favorite item. Then you will be entered in a drawing to win. And the next time I podcast, I will choose a winner. And I hope it's you. So good luck. Good luck for that. Finally, I am collaborating with StoreSmart on another giveaway. Are you going to be nice now? I hope so. I hope so. I hope you've learned your lesson. On another giveaway, which is an Instagram giveaway. So if you go to Instagram, to the Autumn Acorn, you will see a couple of posts back where it says giveaway in big letters, and you can also find that at StoreSmarter. I'll make sure the link is here. The giveaway is there as well. And what it is a skein of yarn, hand-dyed yarn by me, and a pair of Addie Wonder Sock knitting needles, which are sock knitting needles. Along with that is a lot of things from StoreSmart to organize your knitting needles, swatches, etc., including a binder to put them in. So it's a great giveaway. I hope that you will participate. It does end on May 8th, so it began on May 1st, and it will, I think that's the date, next Wednesday. This coming Wednesday it will end, so I hope that you will get in on that, and maybe you'll win. So good luck. That's everything for now. I have enjoyed spending time with you. I hope you have enjoyed spending time with me. I'm going to spend the rest of this rainy day knitting and relaxing and editing this podcast. And yeah, I hope to see you again really soon. Take care now. Bye.